Not sure if this is working, guys. Now it says it's working. Okay, never mind. I don't know with this new software, and my kid is yelling upstairs because he's in pain. So I might get interrupted, to say the least. So how's it going? I had to circle, that's why I was circling that around just to see if everything was working. So Scott posted a message here tonight that kind of caught my attention. And when I first saw it, I thought, okay. That we released both the system update number 8 and $20 for a pair of branch lines, which is interesting. Additions to Mojave Run8 Studios is also kindly supplied to GP40 series in one of the versions to go along with the branch line pack, which is cool. An external dispatcher has risen from the dead and still have more additions coming soon. They've already had an edition recently. I know things got a little bit better. And that, I don't know if you can hear that noise. That's my kid screaming upstairs, but he's in a lot of pain. So, still things not going too well on that front. I could get interrupted at any time. And my internet could drop at any time. So, I'll do my best here for what I can do at the moment. So, I had a snarky reply, not to Scott, obviously, he's just giving me the information. Curious what things were fixed in this update as well. Now, of course, I was trying to find information, I couldn't find it. I even made a smirky and I got a feeling Alaska's going to be released before version 3. And, yeah, of course, with my LED and everything, I mean, it's the rail driver is here right beside me, it's ready to go. But it took me a little bit to get into it, and then I realized what had happened. I went on to another post, and it's a very simple thing, and it all has to do with that we have more spawn points. And that alone is a game changer. A little simple thing like that. Now, John had said that it would be easy to add. So I was curious. It wasn't mentioned, but I guess it's not that important to most people. But for the single player, it is very important. And I was surprised it wasn't mentioned, so I was just like, okay, well, there's an update to fix some things or something like that. Let's see what the heck Run8's site said. I can't remember it, but let's go to Run8's site. See what we got. Train Simulator World. So we go to the press release. So we got the pictures of that, and then you can go into some of these. Those engines look cool. That's nice. It's only $20. That's reasonable. If I wanted to run out of Bakersfield or whatever, I don't think I would use both of them. Just because they're so far apart, but if I wanted to use the entire UP Mojave sub, I could. In theory, I could run just. I mean, it's certainly a good add-on for people trying to look for an add-on. They just like single player and they like switching, and they're just getting into Run8. This is probably one of the better add-ons to get, by the sounds of it. It really enhances the original version. So, this is what this update says. The 8th update adds some free new GP40. So they're really high on the SJVR locomotive, which is fine. That's great. I'm glad people are asking for it. It's nice. I would certainly use it. Thank you for your feedback. We appreciate it. I'm going to click here and then check out the new changelog. I wish these changelogs were viewable, because that's what I was looking for. So I thought, okay, well, I'll just update it. I hadn't launched Run8 in some time, and I went in and sure enough, I updated and went into the changelog, and I was like, whoa, this is different. So I can learn more here. Let me just go into, so I did this too, and it tells you there's a lot of prototypical information. I wish they had this for everything. this is a lot of information, and it tells you everything. I mean, this is really cool stuff, and I knew that was going to happen. Hang on a second. I'm just going to mute this. Yeah. Sorry, guys. That was just my kiddo calling. Need to hear from his dad. So, sorry about that. Yeah. Anyways, let you see all that information there. That is some of the coolest prototypical information I've seen Run8 provide, and it's good because you're trying to sell a product, and it's only $20, but that alone is a lot of good prototypical information. I wish that was kind of there was more prototypical information on some of their other routes, to be quite honest. Because, I mean, it would make it a lot easier for guys like me who like to do that. So, yeah, this is something I'm interested in. I have to see. So I went in. I was taking a look at the various add-ons. Just want to make sure I'm still alive here. I'm still alive. Okay. But where is Run8 Trade Simulator now? I still haven't used it enough. Jesus, Murphy. Okay, there it is. So one of these is going to point to the right one. That's the one right there. Have I been running off of the C drive version? That's interesting. Okay, well, I'll try that. Let's take a look at Run8. Load it up again. I've got the new update on. So yeah, we're at May 22nd, 2019. So yeah, the changelog doesn't say too much. It says enough, but so fixed network with the CTC dynamic brakes, and this is the one right here. Doesn't say which ones, and I'm like, oh, okay, well, that's curious. The bare table containers and signal code correction for NORAC, and did something with a signal at Hobart Yard, and a bunch of stuff for Bakerfield Sub, because that's their newest route, so that makes a lot of sense. Naughty grade crossings or something. Add missing dispatch switch icon for the branch line switch at CP Gomez on the Mojave Sub. I don't know what that sounds familiar, but yeah, anyways, okay, that's cool. So I had to go into the extra board and see what exactly was going on here. So, like I said, this has some potential, or at least it has some potential interest for me. Now, been very busy. I've had very little free time on myself. My Mondays have been a little bit hectic. I'm in the middle of some courses right now for trying to deal with my son. It's really taken. I haven't really had any outdoor activities as much of anything at the moment, so things are still hectic here, as you can probably tell. But anyways, let's just look into it. I couldn't even remember the keys to get into things. See, I'm still not. I can't remember. I was there. I knew it was F2. Oh, okay. AI traffic generation. Here we go. So spawn points. These are the spawn points now. So we got a bunch in Barstow, which is cool. I was kind of hoping for one just west of Barstow, so I didn't have to worry about changing screens, but that's okay. The interesting one is Sanborn, because if you're just simulating UP, you can now put a spawn point in at Sanborn and do it, and you can still have you can still spawn, you can still spawn the UP out of what do you call it? Which one am I talking about here? Not Atwood. There's another one. I know it's somewhere around here. Not Yermo. Not Yuma. Not Cedar. It's UP Mojave sub. I guess is it Highland? Is that Sac? I have Sac over there? What the hell? No, that's weird. Which one is it? Maybe it... Oh, it's not Highland. Oh, maybe it is Highland. Okay, it is Highland. Why don't I have anything for Highland? I swear I was running on 2 different versions of Run8. One was on my C drive and one was on my E drive. So I assume I got one that runs here. But no, that's pretty cool. And just curious out of that. So I don't know. Unit Bethcon goal. What the? Okay, man, there's a lot of stuff I haven't seen for a while. Train symbols. Can I just spawn now? No, I can't do that, can I? Spawn random train now. No. Okay. So I'll just do a test. And we'll do Tehachapi westbound. So we got new GP40s. I'll just do the ES and the SD70s for now. BNSF, sure. Otter Peon, don't care. I don't care about industries, I just want to see what this looks like. Whoops. And there it is. So that's cool. So that's the westbound. Really, I don't care where the eastbound goes. So, what you would do for this... They still gotta eliminate those 4 engines. You're not supposed to have 4 engines going up. It's not a big deal. It's just... They can get you into trouble if you don't have enough HPT. But no, that runs, that's a nice sized train. Oh, he's starting to go? Really? What the hell is he going for? Oh, he wasn't quite at the end? Ooh, that's interesting. What size is the siding there? Oh, that's... Should fit most. I was hoping to see a Hinckley myself. That's okay. Maybe I said Sanborn, I don't know. What it does is it allows you to run the UP Mojave sub without doing anything on BNSF, and that was kind of what I was trying to do. And then what you can do from here is you can go down, say you have an eastbound going down BNSF, all you have to do is run it to Edwards. So you run it down Edwards and plop it down here. So you just line up the switches, have them go into the siding, fleet the signals. So you fleet all these, and you're all set. So now you're just running. So at that point, you got two choices. Well, you got several choices. You got more than two choices. I'm thinking more along the lines of what I would do. I felt, for me personally, it was too much. And I'm talking about for one person, one yard master, to try and run 24 hours worth of traffic or whatever the case may be. I thought running Mojave was always kind of a good idea. So yeah, I'd have my spawn points come out of Highland. I could run a main, do it switching, get into Mojave, have the Tehachapi turn go, have the guy go up Oak Creek and Lone Pine. Not a big deal. The addition actually makes it more interesting to have Oak Creek. I'm curious how much of Oak Creek. Let me just take a look at that again. Whoops, don't want that. Let me close that up. Sorry, guys. I wasn't supposed to show that. Not supposed to show that stuff. It's against the rules. Their rules. But anyways, they don't like you showing ATCS data. Let me take a look at... So, I mean, Arvin's interesting because that really starts... It's actually getting to the point now, which is... There's a lot of possibilities here. Let me go back into the spawn points again. So, we have BNSF, right? Gomez, that sounds like something. So now they have definitely. I don't know where Gomez is. That's got to be something. That's got to be something in the. Well, yeah, obviously. Yeah, Lopez. Oh, Gomez is here. Oh, I see. Okay. I thought it sounded familiar, but I wasn't sure. So, for some reason, I thought Gomez was... Anyway, I knew it was on the Bakersfield sub, but I didn't think it was on the one that we have, so... Alright. So, Gomez... is the westbound. So they got a westbound spawn point, which is cool. That allows you to, if you want to just run the new Bakersfield sub, you can, because they definitely have eastbound spawn points. I know that for sure. They also, if you want to run one out of the yard instead, you can do that as well. Barstow, they got all kinds of spawn points. That's good. BNSF Bakersfield Main 2, that is your standard eastbound spawn point, which is, that's fine. Colton is the other. Lenwood, BNSF Lenwood, that sounds like something on San Bernardino sub, I think. That sounds like San Bernardino. It's been a while, guys. Sorry, I'm not. Yeah. Okay, that's what I thought it was. Okay, so you got your Lenwood. Yeah, Needles. We know where that is. Sanborn is the one we just tested, and Riverside. No. Mojave Sub Quantico. Oh, ain't that interesting. Is that where I think it is? Wait a minute. Hold on a second here. If that's what I think it is, That really makes things interesting. In fact, that would eliminate having to worry about mainline trains if you wanted to just run SJVR. Quantico is, if I'm not mistaken, your spot out here. I gotta see this for a minute. So they've got a new one. No, 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 it's not that one. What's the name of that damn thing? I can't remember the name of it. Oh, it is here. Okay. Well, they put one at Quantico, which is cool, but it or whatever the hell the other one is way down here though. So I mean, you can put one at Quantico, but then it eliminates the idea of having it here. I would rather have seen one here, but maybe there is one. Is there? Hmm. Everything else is San Bernardino. That's interesting. They got a Highland siding southbound now. UP Saco siding southbound. West Bakersfield. That's interesting. West Bakersfield. What the hell? Something changed. I don't know if it was Gomez or I used to have another one in here. Yuma Sub, Cedar. See, this looks like this was all set up for my LA's thing. So I got copies of old trains, but anyways. I don't see anything else, but that's okay. I mean, having options is better than nothing. The one I was thinking of is if they had, if they went a little further. Oh, isn't that interesting? I never noticed they did that. Here's the scenery they added. Oh, isn't that cute? Look at I never noticed that they actually had the scenery in the crossings all ready to go. Oh, that's cute. That well, maybe that was in the that might have been an update 8 as well. Because they said they added some stuff in the Bakersfield area. So they were getting ready for the update, or the updates, I should say. I've never really taken a look at what those scenery changes were. Um, I mean, this one's got potential too because that is. I mean, although it's interesting, it's. I don't think it's. I don't think it's in theory prototypical, if I'm not mistaken, or is it? Maybe it is. I could be wrong. I might be thinking of something else. Maybe it is. For some reason, I thought this wasn't quite prototypical. That there were some changes or something. I could be totally wrong. So don't take my word on that one. I got all the crop circles and crap, but or whatever the hell you call those things. I mean, this even looks a little different. I don't remember. Well, I remember the siding there, but okay. Yeah, no, that's looking familiar now. Okay, cool. So what did they change at the edge of town? They added some stuff. That's that. It seems like there's more scenery over there, but I could be wrong. It's like when I don't know, if you get say for example in real life, all of a sudden a building is a new building goes up, and you look at it and you think to yourself, what used to be there? I can't remember. That's kind of the deja vu feeling I get sometimes, because I can't remember what used to be there. Some of that looks different too, but than what I recall. Like, I don't remember all those things. They just look cooler. It's like there's some I don't know. To me, there's some more assets in here. I don't remember things quite looking that like that, you know. I mean, even the I don't know. To me, even the hydro lines look a little different, but I call them hydro down here because that's basically what we have. Does it run right to the edge of that? Oh, I see. Well, that's where it goes. So it just runs to the edge of that one here, and UP doesn't have Fresno sub yet, or whatever the hell they call it. I think it's the UP Fresno sub. So yeah, this is interesting. Like I said, I don't know if I have the bug yet, but I'm certainly intrigued by it. I'm still, like I said, my there's a lot of things that have to come together for me. I think for me to really get into Run8 again, I got to get the internet back. Since I did the move, I lost the internet connections, the reliable internet connections. So far, knock on wood, it's been nice tonight. There's a lot of other things going on in regards to, like I said, my personal situation. Dealing with my son, like he's going to be done school in about a month, so he's barely getting through that. Once he's through that, I anticipate things to calm down a bit for the summer, but then again, it's the summer. So we'll see. But you know, at least they're still doing things. I mean, that's a good sign. I'd love to see what they plan on doing with version 3. I'd still like to see different routes, but it's nice that they got the spawn points in. At least that gives you a lot of different options, and they're certainly giving you options. So I like that. I like options. I've always liked options. You can run the UP Mojave sub as it is. Of course, you're going to be dispatching everything in this area. There's some spawn points that I believe that are coming out of Bakersfield, if I recall. If not, doesn't matter. I mean, they can come out of wherever at this point, because you're dealing with this, you know, basically UP. So if you have BNSF, that's just bonus. Everything else is just, you know, gravy at that point. Because the way I used to do it is I used to just focus in on Mojave. Like the Mojave project was all about the operations out of this yard, the locals. Now that we have Sanborn, that eliminates the BNSF factor. So now we're just dealing with UP. So when when you're running and you decide to run a BNSF train off, you're not worried about where it's going, because it's just an interchange train. You're not worried about bringing it to Barstow or Hinckley, even though it exists. All you're interested in is controlling this territory here. the UP territories, which makes it a lot easier to do your locals. You can look at the dispatch board every now and then, or you can run external dispatcher in the background on a different screen, I imagine. I haven't done that in a long time, but I imagine that's possible too. So it's good stuff. Let me just take one more. I got a little bit of time here. Let me just, yeah, I want to take a look at some of this here. They talk about how, and this is what my research was coming up with too. I was seeing a lot of old sightings. As best we can tell, the branch was served by both. Okay, we'll see this. So there's a lot of information here. Now, Oak Creek would be the one I would be interested in for Mojave. So that's the Planet Oak Creek. That looks cool. So it's got all the information as far as unit coal trains, speed limits inside, what basically comes in and out. I didn't realize there was gypsum for some reason, but almost daily with most of the traffic coming cement hoppers. So lots of information, and that's cool because from there now you're basically dealing with if I was to purchase that, even for $20, even if I wasn't to touch the Alvin section, or did I just get rid of that? I may have. Nope. So, or sorry, the Arvin section. The Arvin section is nice. Don't get me wrong. It's just if I even with the SJVR locomotives, which are really cool because then I could, in theory, run an SJVR operation. SJVR's territory is getting huge, so it's nice to see the the different locals for that as well now. And just having everything else. I mean, it's great. Like I said, I would probably try Mojave out first if I was to do that. Just get rid of that train. That way it's not bugging. Just running out of Mojave. I wonder if anything got changed to Mojave. Just out of curiosity. We already seen the change in Arvin. I wonder if Mojave got changed. I haven't taken a look at this in a while. Looks different. It looks different already to me. There used to be a fence. I remember the light pole. When did they add those? For the longest time, they used to have these. They actually have working window. Oh, that's impressive. Wow. Well, that is interesting. They got the airport spot. Okay, so there's not. Of course, they can go much for. They can easily add a Trona if they wanted to. That'd be interesting. But well, geez. Okay, I'm actually quite impressed by those. I know it's not a big deal, but it's neat because you see it in all the videos and that of them. And I know they had them. They had them simulated, or at least they had the towers in, but I've never seen one that was actually moving. Hmm. Yeah, there used to be a fence here, and it's gone. That's interesting. So this is your Oak Creek. Yeah, there used to be a fence there or something. So that's gone, which is fine. Interesting. Now that I see those windmills going up, like, wait a minute. Because if I go up to Tehachapi, or go to Walong, I should say, I should see them on the mountain somewhere. Whoops, hello. Maybe not. They're somewhere up there. No, maybe they're... Actually, they might be closer down to... they might be down closer to Cameron. Oh, that is cool. They do have them all up here. And the other one shut off. Now, I don't know about the ones in this area, but I know the wind turbines we have in our area light up at night too. So now I'm curious. How do I do this again? It's been too long. Okay, there we go. I thought I saw it. Okay, I can't see diddly squat. Let's go somewhere where I can figure out where I am here. Blah. Let's go into Mojave. 10:52. Gonna end this very shortly. I don't even know where the hell I am. Oh, that's Palmdale. Did I just do that, really? No, I think I see red lights. You don't see it from far away, but as you get closer, there they are. Huh. Holy crap. This main line seems longer. Am I on the right main? Like, what the hell? Okay, there's the end of it right there. I can't see diddly squat. Give me back there. Here. Okay, yeah, let's look that way. I'll reset that to system time. I see them, but they're kind of faint. That's okay. Pretty cool stuff. I don't know, the yard lights don't seem like they're as bright as I remember them. Maybe I'm thinking of Barstow. Barstow's must be pretty big still, I would imagine. Okay, that's the receiving yard. Do they light? I don't know what it is about these lights, but they look different in some way. Maybe I just don't have the settings right, or I don't know. But I used to be able to see quite a bit of the yard, I thought. Maybe I can still see it. It's actually not too bad. Okay. Something just looks different about the lighting that I recall, but I haven't seen it in a long time. But man, that looks pretty good actually. Fair enough. Okay. Well, that was my look at Run8. It's been a while, like I said, so um, I'll just have to keep an eye on things and really think about what I'm doing. I'm still liking some of the projects I'm doing with Stormworks. Actually, that's what I was going to do tonight until suddenly I heard about this Run8 update, and I thought, okay, well, let me take a look at it. Now I'm going to think about it. So Quincy might be, I'll say, half right that I might get back into Run8 again because he thinks he knows me. The difference here is they're actually doing something to entice me to get back into it. Otherwise, I haven't been interested. I really haven't. I've missed it for sure, but at the same time, it's got to, I have to have it meet, some of my expectations, and not having internet and it just getting old, and yeah, a lot of things are changing. A lot of things changed in Run8 over the past few years that just I didn't like the direction it was happening. So, and that's just things. Some things get old, some things become new, and then all of a sudden you get into other stuff. But anyways, that's it for now, guys. I'm going to end it. So you have yourself a good night, and I will talk to you next time, whenever that is. Hopefully sooner than later, and we'll let you know. See if you got any more information, please feel free to post on my forum, and we'll talk to you again. Take care.